गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू अंजना's क्लास। स्टूडेंट्स, हमने लास्ट वीडियो लेसन में जाना था कैरेक्टर स्केच ऑफ ग्रैंडमदर, ग्रैंडफादर एंड ऑथर हिमसेल्फ। आज हम इस लेसन के कुछ क्वेश्चन आंसर को डिस्कस करेंगे। हम कॉम्प्रिहेंशन क्वेश्चंस देखेंगे, फिर शॉर्ट आंसर क्वेश्चंस और लास्ट में हम एनालिटिकल क्वेश्चंस को भी डिस्कस करेंगे। सो लेट्स बिगिन विद द कॉम्प्रिहेंशन क्वेश्चंस। सबसे पहले हम लेते हैं कॉम्प्रिहेंशन नंबर 1। स्टूडेंट्स, आप इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस को जब आप सॉल्व करते हैं तब ज़रूरी है कि आप उस पैराग्राफ को या जो लाइंस दी गई हैं उनको आराम से बार बार पढ़ें। सो लेट्स बिगिन विद द कॉम्प्रिहेंशन नंबर 1। When my parents were comfortably settled in the city, they sent for us. That was a turning point in our friendship. Although we shared the same room, my grandmother no longer came to school with me. I used to go to an English school in a motor bus. There were no dogs in the streets, and she took to feeding sparrows in the courtyard of our city house. स्टूडेंट्स, जो ये पैराग्राफ दिया गया है, सबसे पहले हम इसको रीड करेंगे और आइडेंटिफाई करने की कोशिश करेंगे कि ये कौन से लेसन से लिया गया है। तो आप देखेंगे कि इसमें ग्रैंड मदर और स्पैरोज़ इनका बार बार ज़िक्र होता है, तो हम ये आइडिया लगा सकते हैं कि ये लेसन है हम हॉर्नबिल से द पोर्ट्रेट ऑफ अ लेडी। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 देखते हैं इसका। What was missing from the city streets according to the passage? इस पैसेज को जब हम पढ़ते हैं उसके अनुसार हम प्रश्न ये है कि what was missing from the city streets? जो गांव की गलियों में जो था और शहर की गलियों में जो नहीं था उसको हमको आइडेंटिफाई करना है। ऑप्शन ए इज स्पैरोज, ऑप्शन बी चिल्ड्रन, ऑप्शन सी ट्रीज, ऑप्शन डी डॉग्स। The correct answer will be D, dogs. Question number 2. What marked the turning point in the narrator's friendship with his grandmother? Option A, moving to a new village. Option B, parents settling in the city. Option C, joining a village school. Option D, feeding sparrows. ऐसा कौन सा टर्निंग पॉइंट था जिससे कि नरेटर की और ग्रैंडमदर की फ्रेंडशिप में बदलाव आया? सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज बी, पेरेंट्स सेटलिंग इन द सिटी। क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, वेयर डिड द नरेटर्स स्टडी आफ्टर मूविंग टू द सिटी? नरेटर जब सिटी में आ गया तो वो कौन से स्कूल में पढ़ रहा था? ए, अ विलेज स्कूल, बी, हिंदी स्कूल, सी, an English school, D, a boarding school. Correct answer is C, an English school. अब हम डिस्कस करते हैं कॉम्प्रीहेंशन 2। रीड द एक्सट्रैक्ट केयरफुली एंड आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस। हमको ये जो हिस्सा दिया गया है उसको पढ़ना है और क्वेश्चंस को देखना है। My grandmother and I were good friends. My parents left me with her when they went to live in the city, and we were constantly together. She used to wake me up in the morning and get me ready for school. She said her morning prayer in a monotonous sing-song while she bathed and dressed me in the hope that I would listen and get to know it by heart. I listened because I loved her voice but never bothered to learn it. So begin with question number 1. Who were good friends in the passage? A, narrator and his parents. B, the narrator and his teacher. C, the narrator and his grandmother. D, the narrator. D, the grandmother and the parents. So the correct answer is C, the narrator and his grandmother. इसी पैराग्राफ का दूसरा क्वेश्चन है, वाई डिड द नरेटर्स पेरेंट्स लीव हिम विद हिज ग्रैंडमदर? ग्रैंडमदर के साथ लेखक के जो पेरेंट्स हैं वो छोड़कर क्यों चले गए? ऑप्शन ए, दे वेंट ऑन अ जर्नी. बी, दे वेंट टू लिव इन द सिटी. सी, दे वर इल. D. They went abroad. And the correct answer is B. They went to live in the city. Question number 3. What did grandmother do every morning for the narrator? Grandmother narrator के लिए सुबह सुबह क्या किया करती थी? A. She cooked food. B. She taught him lessons. C. She woke him up and got him ready for school. D. She took him to school. So the correct answer is C. She woke him up and got him ready for school. तो स्टूडेंट्स, इस तरह से हमने दो कॉम्प्रिहेंशन क्वेश्चंस किए. ये जनरली एग्ज़ाम में 9वां या 10वां क्वेश्चन होता है जो आता है. और अब हम देखते हैं शॉर्ट आंसर क्वेश्चन, सॉरी लॉन्ग आंसर क्वेश्चंस है ये. रीड द क्वेश्चंस केयरफुली एंड आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस. ये टेक्सचुअल क्वेश्चंस है, आपकी बुक में के लेसन के लास्ट में दिए हुए हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. What were the 3 phases of author's relationship with his grandmother before left else country to study abroad? And the answer is the 3 phases of author's relationship with his grandmother before he left the country to study abroad were: number 1, childhood, when he went to the village school and the grandmother helped him to get ready and went to school with him. Number 2, boyhood. When he went to the city school in a bus, he shared a room with grandmother, but she could no longer help him in the studies. Number 3, in early youth. When he went to the university and was given a room of his own, the common link of friendship was snapped. तो जो लेखक और नरेटर है और उसकी ग्रैंडमदर की जो रिलेशनशिप की जो 3 फेजेस थी वो इस तरह से थी. एक चाइल्डहुड, दूसरा उसका बॉयहुड. चाइल्डहुड, ही स्पेंट हिज चाइल्डहुड इन विलेज एंड लेटर ही केम टू द सिटी एंड देन ही वेंट टू द यूनिवर्सिटी. Question number 2. What were the 3 reasons why author's grandmother was disturbed when a narrator started going to the city school? And the answer is the 3 reasons why the author's grandmother was disturbed when he started going to the city school were: number 1, she hated Western science and learning. जब नरेटर ने शहर के स्कूल में जाना शुरू किया तो दादी किस वजह से नाखुश थी? नंबर 1, शी हेटेड वेस्टर्न साइंस एंड लर्निंग. नंबर 2, शी वॉज पेन टू नो दैट देर वॉज नो टीचिंग ऑफ गॉड एंड स्क्रिप्चर्स देयर. Number 3, she was allergic to music. She thought it was not meant for decent people and gentle folk. It was the monopoly of the prostitutes and beggars. Question number 3. What were the 3 ways in which author's grandmother spent her days after he grew up? And the answer is the 3 ways in which the author's grandmother spent her days when he grew up are: number 1, she lived alone in her room as she had accepted her loneliness quietly. Number 2, she sat at her spinning wheel reciting prayers. In the afternoon, she would feed the sparrows for half an hour. जब लेखक बड़ा हो गया तो दादी ने अपना समय कैसे बिताया? तो वो ये था कि जब वो लेखक छोटा था तो वो दोनों साथ में टेम्पल जाया करते थे, लेकिन अब वो यहाँ पर अपने कमरे में अकेले रहती थी, चरखा काटती थी और दोपहर में स्पैरोज़ को दाना डालती थी. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. What were the old ways in which the author's grandmother behaved just before she died? दादी के मरने से पहले दादी के व्यवहार में क्या अंतर आया? Answer. Just before her death, the author's grandmother refused to talk to them since she had omitted to pray the previous night while she was singing songs of homecoming and beating the drum. She was not going to waste any more time. She ignored their protest. She lay peacefully in bed praying and telling beads. Question number 5. What was the way in which sparrows expressed their sorrow when the author's grandmother died? Answer. Thousands of sparrows sat silently surrounding the dead body of the author's grandmother. There was no chirping, and the author's mother threw some crumbs of bread to them. They took no notice of them. As soon as the grandmother's corpse was carried off, they flew away quietly. Thus the sparrow expressed their sorrow. अब हम डिस्कस करते हैं जो शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस हैं, जो 2 2 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 सेट वाइज, किसी पेपर में किसी सेट में क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 होता है, किसी में 11 होता है. ये 2 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चंस होते हैं. Question number 1, which language do you think the author and his grandmother used while talking to each other? Answer. The author's grandmother was not much educated, so I think the author and his grandmother used to talk in their mother tongue, in the case Punjabi. Question number 2, how long had the narrator known his grandmother, old or wrinkled? What did people say and how did narrator react? And the answer is, the narrator had known his grandmother, old and wrinkled, for last 20 years. She was terribly old, perhaps she could not have looked older. People said that she had once been young and pretty. They said that she even had a husband. The narrator found it hard to believe. Question number 3, how did the narrator's grandfather appear in the portrait? And the answer is, his grandfather looked very old. He had a long white beard. His clothes were loose fitting. He wore a big turban. He looked too old to have a wife or children. He looked at least 100 years old. He could have only lots and lots of grandchildren. Question number 4, which thought about the grandmother was often revolting and for whom? And the answer is, the narrator's grandmother was very old and wrinkled. She had stayed at this stage for last 20 years. People said that once she was young and pretty. The narrator couldn't even imagine her being young, so the thought was revolting to him. Question number 5, explain, as for my grandmother being young and pretty, the thought was almost revolting. ये क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 और 5, इसमें क्वेश्चन की लैंग्वेज थोड़ी सी चेंज की है, लेकिन जो इन दोनों के अंदर जो थॉट्स हैं वो लगभग सेम है. And the answer for this question number 5 is, the narrator's grandmother was terribly old. She could not appear young and beautiful. Her face was a crisscross of wrinkles. She was short, fat, and slightly bent. The very idea of her being young and pretty did not appeal to the mind. Question number 6. The narrator's grandmother could never have been pretty, but she was always beautiful. Explain the importance of the statement. Answer. She was terribly old to appear pretty. Her face was a crisscross of wrinkles. She was short, fat, and slightly bent. She didn't create any physical appeal or attraction. However, in her spotless white dress and grey hair, she was a picture of serenity, peace, sobriety, and beauty. Question number 7. The narrator's grandmother looked like the winter landscape in the mountain. Comment. And the answer is, the grandmother was always dressed in a spotless white. She had silvery hair. Her white locks spread untidily over her pale and wrinkled face. She looked like an expanse of pure serenity. The stretch of snow over the mountains looked equally white and peaceful. So her silvery locks and white dress made her look like the winter landscape in the mountain. Question number 8. How did narrator and his grandmother become friends, good friends? And the answer is, during his childhood, the narrator stayed with his grandmother in the village. She was his constant companion. She looked after him. She used to wake him up. She got him ready for school in the morning. She would give him breakfast. She went to school with him. Question number 9. Why could the grandmother not walk straight? How would she move about the house? And the answer is the grandmother was short and fat. She was also slightly bent. She put one hand on her waist to support the stoop. She could not walk straight. She walked like a lame person. She limped or hobbled about while moving. Question number 10. Describe how the grandmother spent her time while the narrator sat inside the village school. Answer. The grandmother went to the school with narrator. The school was attached to the temple. The narrator would learn alphabet and morning prayer at school. The grandmother would sit inside the temple. There she would read holy books. Thus she spent her time before they came back together. Question number 11. ये कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं जो एनालिटिकल क्वेश्चंस हैं, इनको भी हम डिस्कस करते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 11. व्हाट प्रूफ्स डू यू फाइंड ऑफ द फ्रेंडशिप बिटवीन ग्रैंडमदर एंड ग्रैंडसन इन द स्टोरी? And the answer is the grandmother was closely attached to the narrator in his childhood. She woke him, got him ready, and took him to school. She prepared his wooden slate. She waited in the temple while he studied in school. They returned home together. Question number 12. The grandmother was a kind-hearted woman. Give examples in support of your answer. And the answer is the grandmother had a very kind heart. She loved her grandson. She loved even birds and animals. In the village, she fed the street dogs. In the city, she would feed sparrows. Question number 13. That was a turning point in our friendship. What was the turning point? And the answer is the turning point in their friendship came when they shifted to the city. Now the narrator went to an English school in a bus. Grandmother could no longer accompany him to school. Although they shared the same room, they saw less of each other. And the last question, question number 14. Why was it hard for the author to believe that his grandmother was once young and pretty? And the answer is she was quite an old lady. She had been old and wrinkled for more than 2 decades. It is said that once she had been young and pretty, but it is hard to believe so. So इस तरह से स्टूडेंट्स हमने क्वेश्चंस देखे, कॉम्प्रिहेंशन क्वेश्चंस देखे, शॉर्ट आंसर क्वेश्चंस देखे, एनालिटिकल क्वेश्चंस देखे जो आपके क्वेश्चन पेपर में आते हैं. इस तरह से आपने देखा होगा कि हमने इस लेसन को द पोर्ट्रेट ऑफ अ लेडी इसको हमने पूरी तरह से समझ लिया है और आपको इसमें समझ भी आ गया होगा ये लेसन. आप अगर अपनी कॉपी में नोट डाउन करना चाहते हैं तो आप इसको फ्रीज़ करके लिख सकते हैं, कॉपी में नोट कर सकते हैं. याद रखिए जब आप राइटिंग वर्क ज़्यादा करते हैं तो हमें अच्छे से समझ में आता है और हमारी हैंड राइटिंग भी अच्छी होती है. थैंक यू. फिर मिलेंगे. थैंक यू वेरी मच.